Mtazamaji, ni kwamba uchaguzi mdogo eneo bunge la Baringo Kusini umeng'oa nanga asubuhi ya leo ili kulijaza pengo lililoachwa na mwenda zake Grace Kipchoim aliyefariki mwezi Aprili mwaka huu kutokana na maradhi ya saratani. Mtazamaji, kuna wagombeaji watatu ambao wamejitokeza kuweza kujaza kiti hicho, akiwemo Charles Kamoreni wa Jubilee, kunaye Daktari Cynthia Kipchilat aliye na ari ya kuweza kumrithi mama mwenzake kwa tiketi ya chama cha maendeleo Chapchap, bila kumsahau Paul Mtoloi ambaye ni wa chama cha Mashinani. Elfas Lagat ako huko tangu jana, amekita kambi kuweza kutuletea kila kinachoendelea kutokana na uchaguzi huu. Sijui kama Elfas yuko tayari kuweza kutupasha mawili matatu, lakini kabla kwenda kwake, wacha tupate hali ilivyokuwa awali wakati uchaguzi huu ukianza.
Officer of Baringo South, and I cannot for certain say what time he'll announce, but immediately he finishes tallying, the results will be announced. I believe all factors put together, he should have the results by midnight, he says. It's his exercise. I'm here with the commissioner to oversight, and that's the work of the returning officer. Yeah.
There are issues of security maybe in other areas of the constituency. We do not know, as of your office, what you make of the security situation and the facilitation for this exercise to continue smoothly.
I think I've been briefed by the county election manager that the team working on security has confirmed that everything is okay. I'm not aware of any security impediments to this exercise. But of course, if you have any information, please pass it over, and then it will be acted upon. Yeah.
Chair, for the benefit of our audience, we understand that there will be forms 35A and also 35B. 35A at the polling stations, and the ones that will be declared by the returning officer 35B. Would you care to just break it down for purposes of our audiences? You don't mind.
Break down the forms, Professor?
I don't understand what you mean by breaking down the forms, but just as you rightly mentioned, that 5A is the tally form. It's the tally form for the results at the polling station, which will be filled by the presiding officer of the polling station and, of course, witnessed, countersigned by the agents present in the polling station. And these forms will be brought to the constituency tally center, Marigat High School, and then the returning officer will, of course, check the forms and then ensure they do another tally and transfer the results, collect them in a form 34B, which will then be used to declare the winner. And so in the earlier question asked, I think you talked about credibility. There is nothing more credible than having the results countersigned by the agents at the polling station. And once this is done, it is as transparent as it can ever be. And therefore, we have all the confidence that the results will be, there will be voter counting in the presence of agents and other observers that are here. And then once they have done the counting, the statutory form 35A will be filled, and then also it will be countersigned by agents, and then the forms will be brought to the tally center. Of course, the same results form will be put on the notice boards at the polling station, so any other public will also know the results. So I think it is going to be a very credible exercise. We only have 132 polling stations, so really going into the live transmission of results for such a very small election is unnecessary cost for us. And so we wanted to save any costs that are associated with it without necessarily affecting the credibility of the process. I think everything will be transparent. My only concern is that up until now, perhaps the turn-up is not as we expected, but we are hoping that people are doing their daily routine, their daily shows in the morning session, and as usual, Kenyans will come at the 11th hour, and so we expect that the number of people turning up to pick up, as we go towards the closing hour.
Commissioner, just as we finish, whenever there is an election of this nature, of course, voter bribery and issues of that nature are bound to surface. On this particular one for Baringo South by-elections, as a commissioner, are you aware of any instances that maybe voter bribery have arisen and that all cases have been brought to this? what are you doing to sort of mitigate that?
There has not been any official complaint so far of voter bribery. I think the best person to talk about it is the returning officer, Mr. Kones here. But nothing has been brought to our attention officially as of now. Of course, in any election there are allegations, and when there are competing candidates, you know, they try to malign each other. Of course, that's the nature of Kenyan politics. It is never a decent exercise for us as a country. And so there could be those allegations, but none has been brought officially to us. And if and when they are brought, of course, we have our colleagues we work with, the DCI staff are here, our field monitors are also here. We will, of course, authenticate and try to confirm and take necessary actions as and when we get some evidence on that basis. Yeah.
So
maybe just to ask, to request you to, as much as possible, to ask the citizens of Baringo South to come out in large numbers and elect somebody to represent them in Parliament. I think help us to pass that message around as you do your broadcast. We are waiting. As far as we are concerned, all the polling stations we dispatched yesterday, you witnessed, some of you people witnessed when we were dispatching materials to the various polling stations, and by midnight we were aware that all materials had arrived in their destinations, and so all polling stations were able to open on time as scheduled. Sure.
Yeah, so just to reiterate what Professor said, today we have by-elections in Baringo South, in North Kadem Ward, and Bobasi Chache. So my appeal is to the residents of those areas: turn out in large numbers, exercise your democratic right to choose your leaders, and the Commission will ensure that your vote is counted. We are in as a Commission to deliver the elections to the Kenyan people in a free, fair, and credible environment. So that's my appeal, and also to the media. If you see anything you feel is interfering with that process, please feel free, bring it out. This is your country. Thank you very much.